If you've seen anything from Dave Ramsey on the snowball method of getting out of debt, you've probably heard him mention the feeling of the fire as you start to pay down your debt. I think there's some truth to that. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, it's Dan. Welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. I will preface this by saying I don't agree with every single thing Dave Ramsey says. I do think that there are a lot of things that he needs to kind of get caught up on in the way that the world has changed, but that'll be for another video. But there is one thing that is true when it comes to the debt snowball method that he talks about, and that is the fire as you pay down debt. So for a little preface, I'm in over $170,000 worth of debt. This is between student loans, debt, credit cards, and I think that's actually about it. I don't have any cars or anything like that, but I'm in over 170K worth of debt. And it is terrible, but slowly but surely I am making my way out of this debt, and I'm starting to feel a little bit of the fire. Now, the first thing that kind of sparked this fire for me was I actually paid off a credit card. Now, this credit card actually had a balance of about, I think it was $2,700 when I started this, and I got it paid off in February. So making a decent little bit of progress. Now, I wouldn't say that that's going to be the trend continuing on because things are going to start to slow down, but it only took about 2 months to get that paid off. And I didn't really start this whole journey until mid-January when I was like, you know what? I'm done. This is my New Year's resolution. But I did grind my rear off to get this card paid off. I sold a bunch of stuff on Marketplace. I tried to get as much overtime as I could. I tried to find any extra thing that I possibly could do for my side job and my other side job, trying to just bring in as much income as I possibly could. And I want to continue that. It's going to slow down a little bit just because of how things are going. People aren't going on trips, so I can't pick up like dog sitting jobs or just oddball things like that. But I'm definitely going to try and do everything I can to get the rest of these paid off. But it took a little over 2 months to get that one completely paid off, and I felt amazing. It felt like I wanted to do more. I had to do more, and that's really the best way that I can explain it. I got that card paid off, and then every single extra cent that I had after that went to my next one, and the next one is under $400 left. I'm just waiting to get my next paycheck, and then that one will either be paid off or almost all the way paid off. I'm not trying to go above and beyond, and the second my paycheck comes in, it's all already gone. I still need to work on building an emergency fund. I'm going to do that after this card is paid off, but I've got that one almost all the way gone as well. So that is just really getting me going. In my opinion, this is the fire that they're talking about when they are referencing that in the Dave Ramsey show. When you start to pay down debt, it's that I have to do more. I need to do more. What else can I do to get more debt paid off? And when you pay something off, you just feel accomplished. You feel like you want more to pay off when you're in debt. When you're not in debt, I feel like you just want to see your savings number grow and grow and grow and grow and see how many commas you can get in there. But that's just the same feeling that I want to have once I get to that point. And right now, I just kind of feel unstoppable, and I think that's a good thing. If you have that mentality of I can do this, I can get through it, then you really can't be stopped and you can accomplish it. They say that if you set your mind to something, you can do it, and that's 100% the case. So if you're somebody that's struggling thinking you can't do it, if you stay in that mindset, you never will. You have to put in the effort and see that what you're doing is actually working, and really cut out any way of bringing yourself back down. You just can't have that mentality. You have to have that positive, that fire, that gotta get it attitude is the best way that I can explain it. But like a real fire, if you don't feed it, it will die out. You get one win and it's like the starting of a fire. You have that kindling, you get the little embers. It gives off heat, it gives off light, but it can also go out quickly. If you don't feed the fire properly, it won't become what you want. If you end up just getting comfortable, that'll slowly dwindle out and you won't make any further progress. Sure, you got one, which is great, but if you don't keep going, that fire is going to just slowly work itself out. You're going to go back from the flames to the embers to the coals, and there's just not going to be anything left. So you can't give up. But if you also try to get a little bit too ambitious, like I was mentioning, you put too much on it, and like a real fire, it snuffs it out. It can't breathe. It can't get that heat and that air and everything in. That's like when your paycheck comes in and then you're like, okay, I'm going to use every cent of this to pay it off. And then you're like, well, now I don't have any money to buy groceries. So don't get too ambitious to the point that you're actually hindering yourself, but use everything that you possibly can to get that out. Keep your needs met, and then slowly add more fuel to the fire and get it going. And this is why I'm doing the snowball. If I can get my baselines met, and then every extra cent goes to the smallest debt, and then to the next smallest, and then to the next smallest, my needs are still being met, but I'm able to make bigger and more ambitious strides on everything else. And that's my goal. That's what I want to do. And I think that they are, at least in some areas, right on the Dave Ramsey show, talking about the snowball and the fire that you feel and everything like that. And I must say, right now, I'm currently feeling the fire, and I think it's something good. And if you're in this journey, I think you really need to kind of open your eyes to that and focus all of your energy on trying to get out of debt and figuring out the best ways that it's going to work for you and not hinder you. And slowly start to feel that fire well up inside you and let every inch of it burn until you have nothing left. So yeah, you guys, that's my opinion on the fire of getting out of debt. I do think it's something real, and I do think it's something very beneficial if you actually are trying to get out of debt. So if you are, stick with it. You will see the light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to change a lot of the stuff that you do and cut out a lot of those bad habits. And I know that I'm really preaching to the choir there. I definitely have a bad habit of eating out, but we're slowly but surely working down to cut that out. But yeah, you guys, feel that fire, get yourself out of debt. And if you guys have any comments or questions or thoughts, leave them down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear it. I may work on a video on what I agree and what I disagree with when it comes to Dave Ramsey and everything that he's doing. But if that's something that interests you, let me know, like I said, down in the comments section down below. But if you are new to this channel and you want to hear more about me and my debt-free journey, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you stay up to date when I upload my next video. But with that, you all, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Dan, and I'll catch you in another one. Bye.